Trapped behind the cold and icy darkness that is the refrigerator door, a lone pork chop attempts to find its friends and take down its enemies along the way in a quest for revenge, for honor, for barbecue sauce. This is Pork Chop in the Fridge. When we last left our friend, he was searching through the vegetable crisper for what appeared to be a stalk of celery. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna take them down. I'm going to show that piece of steak that it's no match for me. I am the other white meat, damn it. That's how it rolls in the fridge. But I will find them. I will defeat them. And then the yogurt will be mine. Mine! Yeah, this show kind of sucked after the second season when the pork chop got a girlfriend. Man, that yogurt is just not something that I'm con for. No. Making me hungry, though. Let's see what else is on. I'll go make myself a sandwich. No. Damn it, I still got the Food Network blocked. No. Oh, hold on. Channel 107. Okay, here we go. Let's do something good on this channel. What's coming up next? Coming up next on Channel 107, we bring you the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. Clump love this show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'm Andrew Rhodes, your host, and it is September 21st, 2019. I had screwed this up, and I had to do that over again. Wow! my brain is like deep fried. I'm running on this and hoping my computer doesn't decide to shut itself down unexpectedly again, as that was fun the last time. Then again, I think my laptop's starting to see better days. I mean, I've had this thing now for 3 years. I think it's time and the sun is trying to tell me something, but I don't know. But anyway, what do I have topic-wise this week? Well, believe it or not, I have not one, but two Pokemon topics. Yes, roll back the counter again. I almost feel like I'm, the dog from that Bush's Baked Beans commercial. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Well, roll back the Pokemon counter again, folks. I got two topics again. Ash has won the damn Pokemon League, or a Pokemon League in the anime, and there's some issues with this year's Halloween Pokemon toys. Yes. There are, Sword Art Online Aliceization's new upcoming mobile game is showing off the anime opening, and honestly, it's meh as far as I'm concerned. A topic that I really am looking forward to talking about: Twitch has suspended a streamer after she wore a Chun-Li cosplay. And yes, I have been keeping up to date on this, and to the best of my knowledge, as of this recording, she has not been reinstated. I don't know if it's changed or not, but as of now, I'm going off the article that says she's still suspended. So if it's changed, I do apologize, but I'm going with what I have here. Super Nintendo World is set to open in Osaka this spring. Oh, yay, Super Nintendo World! Aww. A junior high school student wins a $46,000 game tournament, but he's not getting any of the money. Nope, not a dime. And here's a good question for you. Does anyone out there remember the Naruto Area 51 run? Yeah. Kind of glad that blew over. But anyway, there's some interesting jokes that have come out of that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that and some other stuff. You never know what can all happen on this podcast. I mean, come on. Anything can happen. That's why it's completely random. Absolutely, completely random. You never know what could happen here. But if you've been here before, you know about what time it is now. This is the point when I pitch my own crap because I have to somehow keep the lights going. Yes, that's right. So, if you're in the mood for oddities, collectibles, weird shit, what have you, swing over to my eBay page, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. I have a wide variety of stuff. Keep in mind, my videos are not sponsored, and I technically am in charge of my own eBay page, so it's basically I'm sponsoring myself, so yeah, sponsor content, my ass. I'm just making two separate connections here, folks. If you want to get onto the other off ramp, check out eBay. Check out my seller page on eBay. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Take Your Roads and on Facebook via the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And yeah, it's just so much fun because the internet is a lovely place, isn't it? So, this is the part of the show and the podcast when I usually go about how my week went. So, here's the continuation from last Saturday. So, now last Saturday, where I left you off with is that I had a flat tire. I was kicking myself. I was royally screwed. Sunday morning comes. I go get my bicycle pump and I pump up the tire a bit, just to see if I can feel like if there's a hole, a leak, something that can just be easily patched. And I just go, I'll just take it to the garage Monday morning and just say to hell with it. Yeah, there's a hole. There was a hole. It was a pinhole size hole. I would have never seen it. A neat little trick, by the way, for those of you that might eventually have your own vehicles, or that might run the risk of your parents, guardians, or friends eventually running into this problem of, oh crap, I have a flat tire, but I got to make sure that there's a hole. Take some soapy water. Personally, I put it into a Dawn dish soap bottle. Just shake it up a bit. It's like the soap and that goes up. Then just put it around the tire. Just literally just use the spray. Just use the bottle and squirt it around the tire. And if you see any magic air bubbles start popping up like crazy, you got a hole. That's what happened. I found out I had a pin-sized hole. It was leaking air like crazy, and I was like, oh, well, that's great. So I go into Pep Boys, and I get a new tire. That was my plan. I was just going to get the tire and bring it home, and then go down to the garage Monday morning, ask the mechanic, hey, can you put it on the rim for me? And then I'll put it on the car myself. Well, plans changed when I got in the Pep Boys last Sunday. The spare tire, my fears on that came true. It went flat. At this point, I am now kicking myself more so than I could have ever imagined. So, about $85 later, new tires put on, spare tire has been reinflated, and is apparently still in good shape. I don't freaking trust it, but what the hell. And yeah, everything's back to normal. So yay! Rest of the week went by sort of uneventful / annoying as all hell. I was playing some Puzzles and Dragons. Finally figured out how the ranking dungeon on this one works this time around. Got to get 4 or more orbs in one go instead of just 3 to get both the 2 leader skills to activate. So that was fun. Wednesday was annoying at work. Thursday was boring. Friday was more annoying. New Five Below opened up in my area, so their grand opening was on Friday. Took my mom there today to check it out. The store's nice. It's got a nice layout. I like it. It's better than the one that I work at. It's got a nice layout. It's a good store. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice location. Nice feel to it. Don't think I could work at that one, but it's got a nice layout. But there is that. But otherwise, week went by pretty uneventful. Just watched some YouTube videos. This morning I watched Shippage Starter Squad Episode 9, The Lizard Slayer. I have to admit, Shippage is doing one hell of a good job on this series. Him and the others that help out on it, they are doing one hell of a good job. If you don't get a chance to check this one out, it's episode 9. It's the latest one that came out. It's almost like a year apart. The last one was like in October of last year, was for Halloween. which was really cool. Haunter showed up. You had Ghastly. Then Haunter got absorbed in the Missing No, like Hitmonchan did. And all hell's breaking loose. Mewtwo showed up. Mewtwo's pissed. Um, tells Charmander and Bulbasaur, your friend Squirtle's probably buried down here underground. Go find him, then come to Cerulean Cave. That's where I'll be waiting for you. And episode 9 picks up right where that one left off. Sandshrew's digging down because Mewtwo went and grabbed Sandshrew, said, "You dig now." Sandshrew's digging down. Charmander and Bulbasaur are following close behind. And then it's just like this massive battle. There was a battle with a Geodude. And, it was Geodude and Charmander were going at it. Charmander was getting his ass whooped to some rockin' music. You had Bulbasaur has now basically become a cow to the Caterpies. They're feeding him, and they're feeding off of him. So that's sort of an interesting thing there. And then Squirtle shows up after Charmander's getting his ass handed to him by an evolved Nidoran of the female species, a.k.a. Whiskers. Charmander's now getting his ass beat and is ready to just end it, but doesn't want to kill Nidorina. But Nidorena's like, "No, you're going to kill me because I am loyal to my, to my trainer." And that Caterpie's a jerk. Well, then Squirtle shows up, just starts water gunning Charmander, and that's basically it. Then the Caterpie's like, "Okay, move aside, I'm going to finish this." And Squirtle's like, "No, that's not our deal. Our deal was he gets to live in a Pokeball. He's going to stay alive, but he's going to stay in a Pokeball. That was our deal." Now, terms of the contract have now changed. And Charmander didn't forget empathy either. It's just an overall good episode. You got Sandshrew evolves into Sandslash, just does a complete 180 of its personality and gets the hell out of there. Charmander's just like taking on horde after horde of Caterpie, Metapods, some Butterfrees. There was a Golem that showed up that a Butterfree got trampled by. You had Squirtle now pissed off that he couldn't strike the perfect deal to keep Charmander alive. We're left on a cliffhanger where we're believed to think that Charmander's dead. But yet we don't know because there were a lot of cave paintings in the one section of the cave. So it's a possibility that one of those is misleading. I don't know. But either way, kudos to Shippage. I cannot wait till episode 10 comes out because they're saying that that's like the last episode. I hope it's not. I mean, this is a damn good series. You're doing one hell of a job on it. More power to you. In fact, if you check it out, he also does have a Patreon page up, I think, yet. Starter Squad stuff. I think they have like t-shirts and stuff. I'm actually, hell, I'd probably get one if I could find a decent one. But, there is one Pokemon that's missing from this, and I would kind of like to see, at least at one point, would be Pikachu, my favorite. But yeah, either way, Starter Squad, episode 9's up. I watched it. I shared it up on Twitter. If you get a chance, check it out. It's worth it. And other than that, let's dive into the podcast. This how my week's went has been pretty long. But yeah, let's dive into the podcast. This was one hell of a great show. And yeah, so yeah, time for the podcast. I've kissed Shippage's ass enough here. I've kissed his ass long enough. It's time for the podcast. Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so speaking of Pokemon, since I was talking about Starter Squad, let's talk about how Ash has finally won a damn Pokemon League after 22 fucking years. Now, I did a rant video on this, so there's not really too much more to explain into this. Thank God for that. I did that rant video, because I don't think I could go through this anymore. So, for those of you that have been following Pokemon since 1997, Ash Ketchum has finally won a damn Pokemon League. And it's not one of those... Okay, let me rephrase it. I was going to say it's not one of those crappy leagues, but no, this is a garbage league. I'll give the Orange Islands credit. They at least knew what they wanted to do. The Battle Frontier knew what it wanted to do. This, however, this was a shit show from the start. Ash won this now after... I swear he was pissed-whipped through. I saw the final fight. I pulled up clips on YouTube. It was a royal shit show. I'm not going to lie. He should have lost in the second round. when his Rowlet fell asleep, and all of a sudden the grandfather of his opponent calls the referee over and goes, no, 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 no. His Pokemon isn't incapacitated. It's just asleep. Just wake it up. The battle can continue. No. Charizard went to sleep. Ash lost the Kanto League. Rowlet falls asleep. Ash loses Alola. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Have a nice night. But no, we're not going to have that because Ash has to win this damn thing. We have to finally give him closure after 22 years. And we get this. This has been talked about by so many people in so many ways. So, I mean, he's gone really piss poor here in Pokemon titles. So, the Kanto region, he was in the top 16. Johto region, he was in the top 8. Hoenn, he was in the top 8. Sinnoh, he did really good, bumped himself up to the top 4. But then goes to Unova, drops his ass back down to the top 8. Unova was a shit show of a battle, and it showed. That was one of those, we don't like how we're doing with this, we're going to focus more on the movies, screw the series, the hell with it. He went to hell in a handbasket in Unova. Then you have Kalos, where he's in the top 2. He should have won Kalos. I will praise that to the end of time. He should have won Kalos. There's no excuse for how he did not win Kalos. And if you pull that friendship between Alan and his Charizard, I am going to royally be pissed. Because the whole point of the Unova League was... Oh, no, the whole point of the Kalos League... No, Unova was the crap show. The whole point of the Kalos League was friendship, trust, and growing stronger by the bonds of togetherness and friendship. That is bull. But, yeah, so he dropped like a stone from Sinnoh down to Unova. It was down. He just dropped like a stone. And now he finally wins the Pokemon League. So now all the Ash loses memes are now finished. That we can't show them anymore. Because he's finally won. He's Alola's first champion. I really hate to say this, but he's Alola's first Pokemon champion. That's kind of not a high bar to set for yourself anymore. Oh, well, if this kid can do it, yeah. He should have won in Sinnoh. But he got trolled, taken down by Tobias. But he did earn Tobias' respect. He took down Tobias' Darkrai. I don't care what you say, Tobias was a master trainer. He could train legendaries. He had them bending to his will. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. Unova, he was the top 8. Kalos, he was the top 2. Yeah. So that's bull. He dropped like a stone from Sinnoh to Unova. That was bullshit. So, yeah. But Ash Ketchum's finally won the league. And people are pissed about this. There are some that are happy for him finally. There are some that's like, oh, well, this is really great. I'm really happy that he finally won one. Yeah, I'm happy that he finally won one too. But did it have to be the garbage league? I mean, for starters, Alola did not have a Pokemon League when the series started. It was a dream of the professor to start a Pokemon League, which was the driving goal throughout most of the series. And honestly, and I'm going to say this because I found out... let me rephrase this. I just got to rephrase this. Ian Ferguson and Pat Contry briefly touched upon this in the intro to this week's podcast, the CU podcast. Briefly touched upon it, and Ian made an interesting joke that I really got a kick out of. So for those of you that know Mr. Mime, you know that back in the Kanto region before the Pokemon League, Ash's mom ended up befriending a Mr. Mime, and he's basically been staying there ever since at Ash's home. He's what you'd call I guess some would call him the live-in janitor or the maid, the butler, whatever you want to call him. However, apparently, unbeknownst to me even, is that he is basically the stepdad for Ash. He is Ash's illegitimate stepfather. Because apparently, throughout the Pokemon community, I was not aware of this, apparently Ash's mom is shacked up with Mr. Mime. So we're just touching that. Okay, yeah, sure. Because it was Mr. Mime that got them the tickets to go to Alola. in the first place that won him the tickets to go there. And if that wouldn't have happened, none of this crap would have happened. I'm more or less pissed that Ash wins in this league. I mean, his best team was Kalos. His best chance was Kalos. Sinnoh, he did extremely well. He understood type advantages and he was swapping out, to match the type advantage. That was a good way to play in Sinnoh. Unova, don't even get me started. You go from the top 4 and drop to the top 8, that means you either weren't trying or you were too full of yourself. But then to go from the top 8 in one region to second place in the next, and you should have won that. That should have been a draw, if anything. I mean, I would have taken a draw and been happy. But no, Ash has to lose, screw that noise, and then you get the Alola region, and that's the one when he wins. And there's speculation because Galar region's going to have the whole multiple regions, going to have comprise all of Kanto to Galar. You're going to have all those regions together. So a lot of fans are speculating that they're going to have the championship league. So we're going to see like a whole bunch of old champions that are going to be coming together. I'm calling bullshit because I personally don't see that happening. And if that does happen, I'm going to say the following. If that does happen, I am not pleased because as far as I'm concerned, it's not fair in a way. Because Ash didn't really deserve this one. This one felt more like he was given it. And before somebody makes the joke that'll piss me off, don't say it, I'll do it for you. It's almost like they were treating him as the stereotypical millennial that people constantly associate Pokemon and the people that watch it with. That he was just handed a trophy. I feel like he was handed a victory in this case because they felt, nope, we got to end Ash's losing streak after 22 years. I mean, I'm happy that he won, but I'm not happy at the fact that he won. It's a double-edged sword, I know. But that's how I feel about this. It's the fact that Ash's Pokemon journey is the fact that he continues to grow as he journeys. He gets stronger ideas on how to be a team. Yes, he has to reboot every single time he gets to a new region, but that's for the noobs. You just ignore that and the hell with it. But now you're going to have the Galar region where I'm assuming the Mega Evolutions aren't going to exist. No Z moves since none of them are going to be in the game, and they try to closely connect the series and the game as best as they can. So there's not going to be any Z moves or Mega Evolutions, so kiss both those goodbye. They're going to have Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing in this game. So how are they going to have that happen in this freaking series? I don't even want to imagine that. And yet, we're going to have what's probably going to be the Championship League because Ash is now a champion. But then it ends with some weird Pokemon showing up. I think it's another Ultramax that shows up out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, great. So now he's the champion. His Pokemon are wiped. And now they have this massive battle that comes out. What the hell? I kind of feel like the writers were just pushed into a corner, and this was the way that they figured to get themselves out of it. It's just like, we're just going to piss whip him in. He's just going to piss whip him to win and call it a day. To hell with it. Like I said, I'm not happy that he got it. I'm not happy the fact that he has it. But yet I'm happy that he finally has a league win under his belt. There's a person on Twitter at Frostsplash goes, I think what broke me the most about this episode was Ash's face when he won. Pure shock. The entire stadium cheering for him. He was speechless. This was earned. We, the fans, who have seen this 10-year-old grow from a klutz to a legend. I'm speechless too. I'm speechless at the fact that he won a garbage league. He was piss-whipped through a garbage league. That's what makes me speechless. That's what infuriates me the most. But, you know what? The hell with it. To each their own. Congratulations, Ash and Pikachu. The series is going downhill now. I can just feel it. And speaking of Pokemon, let's talk about Pokemon Plushies. Ooh. Yeah, you have the Pokemon Plushies. The Halloween ones, it's a new set of Halloween toys that came out. It's basically Pokemon but with costumes. And this year's are a little concerning. In fact, there's one of them on here that somebody had even made the phrase. I think it was the tagline going into it. If you pull it up off of Kotaku's main news section, Pikachu dressed as Mimikyu. For those of you that don't know what Mimikyu is a Pokemon that is hated by everything, and in a desperate attempt to even find the smallest bit of love, dresses itself up as a Pikachu, or at least pretends to be a Pikachu, with a very crappily made design, just to find somebody that's willing to look at it and go, oh, look, a cute Pikachu, and hug it, just so that it feels some warmth. The tagline read, how would you feel, if you came to a party, it's a costume party, and you come as a costume of the, like a Pokemon that you truly admire, and you're like, one of the things that you admire the most. And then here, the thing you admire the most is basically just wearing the costume of itself, or something similar line. It's basically, the tagline was how serial killers are started. And I don't really want to agree with that. But that's basically what caught my attention and had me read into the article here, and it's just disturbing. But you got Pikachu as Mimikyu, Charmander's dressed as Cubone, Lucario and Celebi are dressed as live-action role players. Basically, Lucario just kind of looks like Ash's character from that one movie, and I don't really know what Celebi's supposed to be. But the special Halloween-themed Pumpkin Parade plushies from the Pokemon Company. Adorable at first glance, but not so much. Depending on the general description, Cubone is either wearing the actual skull of its dead mother, staining the eye holes with tears, or it's a random skull the unfortunate critter wears in honor of its dead mother. Eye hole similarly stained. It doesn't matter, but Charmander's now dressing as it. That's just wrong and creepy. Then you got the whole Pikachu thing. But it's like, it's a what the hell moment here. Even if it's only a replica skull, it's the very least, basically, it's you eviscerated at some point another Pokemon's deceased parent. They're imagining Charmander getting into an elevator on Halloween night with a Cubone, and the awkward silence, the quiet weeping, you bastard, Charmander. Pikachu isn't being any more sensitive, though. His fellow Pokemon with his Mimikyu getup. Yes, seeing Pikachu wearing the skin of a costume resembling a creature whose deal is dressing up like Pikachu in a cute juxtaposition. But why does Mimikyu disguise itself as Pikachu? Because it wants to be popular. It wants to be loved. Yeah. So, okay, here's the line. So imagine you are lonely. You feel like no one loves you. You idolize a more popular Pokemon, hoping to be cherished as much as they are. You go to a Halloween party alone, and there is the most popular Pokemon ever dressed as you, surrounded by friends. Friends you will never have. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how serial killers are born. That's what that was the tagline that was in the thing, which drew my attention to this. Yeah, so basically Pikachu's pissing off Mimikyu. You got Lucario dressing itself up like, I don't know. It looks more like I said, like Ash's getup from the movie. What was it, Lucario and the Secret of Mew or something? I don't know. And then you have basically Celebi that kind of looks like something from a Renaissance fair. I don't really know what to make of these. Somebody's going to buy them. Somebody's going to be stupid enough and drop some money on them. And you know what? To each their own. You can pull up the whole article here. Take a look at the plushies for yourself. I'm going to agree. I feel sorry for the Mimikyu because at this point, that's Pikachu's just making fun of your ass. And that's wrong. Pikachu does not poke fun at other Pokemon. I mean, okay, sometimes, but not often. It knows right from wrong. At least the Pikachu that I admire does. But you have Charmander dressing up as Cubone. Um, can I go with what is no for a freaking 100, ladies and gentlemen? That is just wrong on the extreme levels. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I always thought that Charmander and Cubone were a similar type. One was just a ground type, one was fire, but they were the same Pokemon. And technically, if you think about it, it's really funny because Marowak can learn Fire Blast, at least in the game. So that is kind of an interesting, thing there. That they can actually learn a move that can be used against their weakness or one of their weaknesses. So that is sort of interesting. But yeah, I agree. These are kind of creepy, very disturbing, very wrong. Pikachu just being insensitive, Charmander just being straight up disrespectful. The Lucario and Celebi ones are fine, but the other two I have issues with. I have massive issues with. There's just not enough to say about how pissed I am with those. That's just wrong on so many levels. I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, I don't know. Check the article out for yourself. Link in the description. Let me know what you think. I mean, that's just it's weird. It really is. It's weird. Alright, so let's talk about Sword Art Online Alicization again. But this time, I'm not talking about the series, so to speak. I'm talking about the new mobile game, so to speak. Yes, the Sword Art Online Alicization mobile game, showing off the anime opening. So if you're eagerly anticipating the October return of SAO Aliceization, the mobile game's latest update will tide you over momentarily. Bandai Namco's new video is all about the game's opening movie, which has anime studio A1 Pictures returning to handle more of the franchise's animation. You can check out the trailer, the opening in the article. I just want to say something here. It's just more of a but yeah. See what they cooked up below to the tune of ASCA's theme song, and look for Sword Art Online Alicization Rising Steel to make its way to iOS and Android worldwide in the not-too-distant future. Yes, in the not-too-distant future, another game that I won't be able to play, courtesy of Bandai Namco. Yes, like your Gundam Warfare or your Modern Warfare, Gunpla Warfare game that I can't play, that just psyched up and let me pre-register just so I could hopefully get myself a Wing Zero. But then screw Andrew when the game comes out. Crashes the first day when I download it, crashes the next day, and then come that Saturday, oh no, your system, your device is not compatible with this game. What the hell? Why? Why did you tell me that beforehand? Because we're Bandai Namco, bitch! That's how we roll. And now my question, though, is this going to interfere the other two SAO games? There's Memory Defrag, and then there's SAO Integral Fractor. Are those going to get interfered by this? Is Bandai Namco going to look at this and go, well, the other games aren't doing too well. We got to do what we usually do. Bring me the axe, and they'll just, take one of the other games down. SAOIF's not doing too bad. There's a crap ton of players on there, because there are when I log in to get my freebies. There's always players around on there. Yeah, it's sluggish. Sometimes it's kind of borderline and annoying. But you're still making something on that. You can't tell me you're not. Memory Defrag, I don't know. I played it once. I didn't really get past the tutorial because it wasn't fun to me. I think I gave it a second chance then, and I still didn't like it that much. But yeah, I just don't know. But as far as this is concerned, another game, go for it. Why don't you just integrate some of this stuff into the game you already have? But then, like I said, this often makes me wonder then, especially with it being Bandai Namco, are we going to still have the game in, let's say, 3 or 4 months? My guess, no. Why? Because why? Because we're screwed, that's why. We're not going to have it because, God forbid, they're actually going to, give us a game that we want. No, we're not that simplistic. No, 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 no. No, we're not just going to give you a game that you want to play. We're going to make you actually work for it. And then when the game comes out and everything you've gone through, like pre-registering, setting up your account and everything, then all of a sudden they'll go, oh yeah, by the way, you remember that other game that you like? Yeah, we're shutting down production of it. Mark my words, because they're getting too many SAO games. They did that with Digimon. Digimon Heroes was out. That thing was still making money. You can't tell me that that wasn't making money. You were recycling events every couple months to every couple weeks. You had a decent system going. Then Digimon Lynx comes out. And all of a sudden it's like, bye-bye Heroes, hello Lynx. And people were pissed. I was pissed. The other fans were pissed, especially ones that had put in a crap ton of time and effort into it. I mean, I farmed so much crap to get Titamon, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, we're shutting down the servers, kiss off. Last and final day, the servers are up. Don't have a damn camera on me either. I finally got the freaking Digimon that I wanted from the start, from the pulls, because everybody had free pulls. You could pull like crazy. Yeah, go for it. The game's shutting down. We don't give a shit what the hell you do. The data's getting destroyed anyway in a few hours. The hell with it. You guys want to have multiple pulls, yeah, go for it. You guys can buy shit till you're blue in the face. Game's shutting down in a few hours. Go for it. I finally got Susanomon, and I was pissed. Because then I didn't get to have photographic proof of it because I didn't have a camera on me. And I was like, you son of a bitch. I was pissed. But this basically opens up the question then. Like I said, is SAOIF and Memory Defrag, are they going to be sticking around? Or are they liable to get the shaft because, hey, we want to promote this new game. You got to watch this new game. We want to see this new game. We want you guys to play this one, but you're playing this other one, but the new game's got to get played, so you guys are going to get, axed here. But yeah, let's take a look at the trailer. I have my audio muted so you can't hear it. No copyright. So we have what appears to be a tree, rippling water, disintegrating plants, a nice little ball of fire there, 3 swords. You have what appears to be Alice, Yugo, and Kirito in the one spot, the tower, or in the night sky. And Sword Art Online, and pretty much the name of the game, I guess. And you have the 3 of them talking as their kids from the first episode of Aliceization. In a way, then you have like memories being shown of that. You have Yugo's eye with the system thing. You have Alice being taken away. It appeared to be Asuna at one point. Yeah, it looked like Asuna there. That's the one girl that Kirito was the student under. You have the dragon and the knight, and yeah, this opening sucks. But this is the theme song. Oh, okay, whatever floats their boat. Oh, you have the integral knights. Oh, great. Oh, look, there's the scholar in the library. That you have Yugo and Kirito, and they're duking it out. Alice and Kirito are going at it. Yeah, this is pretty much, I think, the anime. I think this is literally the anime's opening. Yeah, this is the anime. Yeah, okay. Yes, this is definite. So yeah, they are 100%. They're just reusing the anime opening here and just using it for the game. That's kind of cheating, but yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good, but still. I mean, I know it's what the topic is, or somebody goes, well, no, duh, you've been talking about it for like the last 6-some minutes. Yeah, but still, you don't expect them to be that blatant about it. But yep. That's honestly what it is. It's literally nothing but yep. So if you're interested in it, keep an eye out for it when it comes out. You'll be impressed, I guess. Who knows? But yeah, looks kind of cool. Alrighty, so let's talk about the Twitch streamer that got banned after she wore a Chun-Li cosplay. So this one's kind of interesting. I came across this, I want to say by accident. This would have been, I think, Wednesday I saw this. When's the date here? Okay, well, this was filed on Monday. Okay, so this is probably Monday I came across, but I think I saw it Wednesday myself. But yeah, so, and I'm going to mispronounce the name here, so I'm just going to spell it out. QUQCO was suspended after she live streamed herself wearing the cosplay costume of Chun-Li from Street Fighter. She's a small streamer who often draws pictures from her favorite gaming franchises live on Twitch. She was wearing Chun-Li's signature blue Kwai Pao and bun covers, and soon after received a notice of a 3-day suspension for sexually suggestive content or activities, according to an email from Twitch posted to her Twitter. The outfit features a thigh-high slit that is sometimes considered risque. Really? We're back in the 20s again, I guess. Okay, we're back in the fucking 20s. She was quoted as saying in an email to Kotaku, "I actually bought one size up to ensure that the slit wasn't too high. The slit of this dress is cut lower than some runner shorts I own." Twitch's guidelines surrounding sexually explicit content are vague, with their self-appointed boob police and everything else. A widespread allegation waged by female streamers for years. Attire intended to be sexually suggestive and nudity are prohibited, but Twitch's community guidelines read, for streamers like the one here in question, they recommend attire appropriate for public settings, such as what you would wear on a public street or to a mall or restaurant. I take it that the people, though, at Twitch, I mean, I'm just going to be honest here. I don't think the people at Twitch that set up those guidelines have ever actually set foot as to what people wear outside of their homes to malls. I have seen people younger than me, okay? Now, I'm 30. I have seen people younger than me barely wearing clothes going into a shopping mall. Barely wearing any clothes walking into a Walmart. Okay? So, try again. But yeah, so the video in question has since sadly been removed, which is standard for Twitch's policy. Twitch only holds stuff for like X amount of days, but I guess if it got flagged for removal automatically, which caused suspension, they probably yanked it down quicker. It's difficult to tell if there was a particular moment that may have been flagged, but by their self-appointed boob police. Twitch previously suspended the same person after she cosplayed as Mai Shiranui from the King of Fighters game franchise. At the time, she wrote on Twitter that she was banned because she was brigaded by the popular subreddit livestream fail. She wrote in a now deleted tweet, "I was sexually harassed. All I wore was a Mai cosplay while I was drawing." She believes the recent suspension was also due to a group of trolls who have been targeting her for mass reporting for a while. She's immediately reported because she's been branded a twat, T-H-O-T, or tot, I guess you call it. She said, adding that she doesn't do physical activities like squatting or dancing on stream. That I could see possibly getting suspended for if you're wearing a Chun-Li costume. If she's sitting on her butt, drawing a picture, I don't think you're gonna be bothered by what the she's wearing. That camera's gonna be focused 90% of the time on what she's drawing, not what she's wearing. Yeah, apparently Kotaku did see a now removed comment on livestream fail in which a user said LMAO saw her streaming again today and instantly reported that tot. Although we were unable to confirm whether she was brigading is not an uncommon problem for female streamers. Kotaku has previously reported on the self-appointed boob police, who trawl through Twitch's directory searching for and reporting women they believe are violating Twitch's terms of service. Despite this, the moderators of Livestream Fail don't believe The suspension is connected to the subreddit's activities. Considering the thread was submitted after her ban by Twitch, it's pretty hard to argue that it's the result of a LSF brigade, one told Kotaku. And quote, I'm sure there are other girls who are facing the same difficulty as me, QUQCO said. The problem is that there are so many trolls and ill-tended people who will band together and report a streamer. Yeah, so this actually got me a little pissed, I'm not going to lie. First off, I mean, I like watching stuff online. I understand each platform has their own way in which they do things. Like I said, I know because I watched Zero the First do a few Let's Plays. He said that with think here what the hell I'm talking. With Twitch, they keep the videos for like X amount of days and then they're deleted. Well, yeah, that's how they're keeping themselves going. Unlike YouTube, where hey, look, we got a massive server farm. At least to the best of my knowledge, they still have that. We can store the videos for a while, and people can pull these up like 6-7 years down the road and watch it because it'll be entertaining to somebody that's never seen it before, or somebody that wants to go back through for a reference. If they would suddenly go, hey, all creators, you have to delete your videos that are over a year old, yeah, I think creators will do that. They'll be pissed, but they'll probably have to do it. But to ban somebody who, first off, because there's a picture on this article, by the way, of this person in question and the outfit. And I'm going to safely say this. If anything, I'm seeing maybe part of her hip, like maybe 3/4 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch of her hip. And that's it. I see a microphone. I see her. I see a chair. I see a couch. I see a room. I see what appears to be a cat scratch tower. I see a table. I see a TV. Okay, so if you're planning a trip over to Osaka in spring of 2020, you might want to consider planning a trip to Super Nintendo World. Yep, it's set to open up sometime in the spring of 2020, and it seems pretty interesting. It's going to be in an area as part of Osaka's Universal Studios Japan theme park. The first phase is going to include a Mario Kart ride and Yoshi ride, as well as restaurants, merchandise shops, and Peach's Castle. There's plans for a magnetic wristband as well, which is supposed to connect to a console, presumably the Nintendo Switch. It's going to let you keep score and play with the various games. As for when we here in the States can expect to get the same treatment, I don't see it happening. I see us getting nothing, not a zip. Hell will freeze over before we actually get anything. But that's, just my opinion. I don't know. Either way, though, sounds interesting, sounds cool. There isn't really much to talk about with this one. I just thought it was a pretty cool thing. Wanted to throw it up as a bit of a time killer to throw in a little extra time here. But yeah, it's basically, it looks pretty cool. I mean, you got Mario in front of a warp pipe, which I'm assuming is the entrance to get in. Yeah, it seems pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Though most of the stuff seems Mario based, but Mario is Nintendo's mascot at this point, so yeah, what the hell. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. Sounds interesting. Hopefully, it doesn't go the way of Euro Disney and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, sure. Looks pretty interesting. Looks cool. I'm for it. I'm for it. Alright, so time to talk about a junior high school student that won $46,000 from a gaming tournament but doesn't get any of the money. Yeah, this is a sad tale here. So during the Tokyo Game Show, legendary Street Fighter player Momochi forfeited tens of thousands of dollars in prize money because he doesn't have a pro gaming license in Japan. He wasn't the only one who lost out on money, though. The winner of the Puzzle and Dragons tournament did too. The junior high student, Yua, came in first place. The prize purse was $5 million yen, or $46,205 American, none of which he received. Instead, he was given a trophy, a gaming headset, a year's supply of chocolate almonds, and a year's supply of real gold dragon boost energy drink. The drink with the dragon. I don't know if that's their, I don't know if that's their thing or not. I don't know. But how come he didn't get any of the cash, you ask? Well, because according to Japan's pro gaming license system, players between the ages of 13 and 15 can only compete under a junior license, which basically waives any rights to receive prize money. The pro gaming organization wants younger competitors to focus on their schoolwork. You just won 5 million yen. I think they can still focus on their schoolwork and keep the 5 million yen. Make it so that it has to go to a savings account that they can't touch, so they go to like a college or something. They graduate middle school. I don't fucking care. That's just not right. 5 million yen. When Yuo was awarded the trophy after the tournament, the announcer pointed out that because he had a junior license, he would not get any of the prize money. Oh, that's too bad, said the other announcer. Both announcers remarked how they look forward to what he does from henceforth, like win this tournament again, ? Why the bleep would I even want to try, ? Later on Twitter, Yuo wrote, I received honor instead of money. Admirable, but those winnings probably would have come in handy for a college tuition. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But first off, I want to know this. Is Japan the only place that has these pro gaming licenses? Because I kind of want to know how to get in on this. That actually sounds like a really interesting idea. Second, I would have just, 13 to 15. I would have just looked at this like, hey, look, you got parents? Hey, look, you signing off on this? Okay, the money gets sent to them. They can't touch it. Goes into a savings account for your sorry little backside once you graduate. Have that be a thing for the junior license. You're going to have people that are going to compete in this if they have a junior license category, morons. I would figure out a way to, like, put it that, hey, look, you can't touch the savings till you reach a certain age. Then you can touch the savings. Not a problem. No, it's just, it's got to forfeit the money. What? I gotta forfeit 46 grand American, 5 million yen because I got because I don't have a pro license? What the hell? That's the point when I would be raising some type of hell. I mean, I got honor of winning a gaming tournament. Okay, that's great. You got honor of winning a gaming tournament. All right, that's wonderful. I would rather have the honor and the money. No. I would rather have both. The honor and the money. Preferably both. Screw it. I'm baffled. Baffled at this. I just can't understand how in the holy hell this is the thing that's happening right now. It's like, oh yeah, well, no. You have a junior license division, have a rule set up for it that if they win prize money, it gets, sent to the parents or put into a trust or shoved into a savings account that they are not allowed to touch. Something. I mean, over here in the States, there's a thing that if you find money and it's turned into the police and you're under a certain age, it has to be put towards college. That's the law. Most of the time it gets forwarded to or surrendered to the parents. That's why most kids just tell it to their parents, like, well, look, I found the money. And it's like, well, okay. The kids tell the parents this is where the money was found, because then if the parents find it, well, the parents are over 18, they can keep it then. It's whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. If a kid finds it, you got to use it for college. It goes into a certain account. It goes into like a savings account or something, or a college fund, and it cannot be touched until you go to college. I mean, for God's sake, I would have at least done something like that. But you got a trophy. Oh, okay. I got a trophy. I whooped ass in a tournament. But because I have a junior license, I can't. No. That's fucked up. That's messed up. But yeah, okay. But first off, like I said, the pro gaming license. How do I get one of those? How do you go about getting it? I mean, is there like a test you have to take? I mean, I'm assuming a junior license is piss shit easy to get. If this kid could get one, I'm assuming you could easily get your hands on a junior license. How difficult is it to get the pro license? What do you have to do to get a pro license? I want to know these things. These are questions that I must have. Oh, you got a year's supply of chocolate almonds, a year's supply of energy drink, a gaming headset, and a trophy. I would sell the year's supply of chocolate almonds, sell the energy drink, probably sell the headset, keep the trophy, and you at least get something out of this other than perishables, a gaming headset that's probably chintzy as hell, and a trophy. Yeah. Great. Well, you got chocolate almonds. You can sell those on eBay. Energy drink. Don't know where the hell you're going to get rid of that. Yeah, go for it. What the hell? I find that a little more insulting than anything else, to give up the prize money. They could have just found another way for it. But no. You got to forfeit the prize money. Can't keep it. You're underage. Give it to the parents. A separate fund for it. They can't touch it. Anything else than just, nope, you're forfeiting the money. Have a nice day. Bastards. I seriously, though, I want that pro gaming license. How do we go about making that a universal thing? That'd be cool. I mean, if you have, like, pro gaming license in every country we get in on this, we could literally have the Gaming Olympics that only pro gamers are allowed to go to. You need to have that license. You swipe it in, and it's like, you're a pro gamer. Damn right I'm a pro gamer. Yeah. That would be interesting. But, yeah, either way, I feel that's horrible. $46,000 American, 5 million yen! Down the pisser. Just down the piss. Just completely flushed down the toilet. I'm sorry. If I would be that kid, my heart would just suddenly be sinking. Like, I could have used that for college. That heart would just drop like a stone. Like, that was my entire college tuition. Just got flushed down the toilet. That sucks. Oh, man. That hurts. I can't even tell you how much that hurts. Okay, so back a few months ago, I talked about this Area 51 event, where people were planning a raid on Area 51. They were going to Naruto style run their asses into Area 51 to see them aliens. Happily, this never came to fruition. At best, I think I read somewhere that it got turned into like a music festival. So, yeah, go ahead for it. That's more fun. It may have been canceled, though, but the festivities roar on regardless. Like I said, I think it was turned into like a music festival. I think they were doing instead. Because so many people responded to this. But despite the event's creators citing safety issues, some people getting arrested, I've heard like so many reports on this. I honestly forgot all about it, not even going to lie. Military officials were warning that would-be raiders going to an open training range for the U.S. Air Force the day of the event had arrived. There was an Action News team reporting as the final preparations were underway, and one attendee showed off how the Naruto run style could be done, running through the background of the shot. And I'm honestly just going to say probably pissing off that poor reporter. That would annoy the hell out of me. I doubt any of the attendees, though, got any closer to seeing the aliens. I think they just made it like a makeshift Woodstock meets Burning Man type of thing. I don't know. Yeah, it's as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't really bother me or affect me. I thought it was stupid. to begin with. They wanted to run like Naruto to get into Area 51 to find the aliens. At some point, I would have looked at this and went, how high were you when this idea came to you? Because somewhere along the line, I think you were massively, massively screwed up in the head. But yeah, so, screw it. They wanted to try it. Happily, it got canceled. They realized that what they were trying to do was wrong. I really am glad they saw the error of their ways, because that could have gotten ugly and ended badly fast. But yeah, go for it. But I just get a kick out of how somebody has to show you how the Naruto run is done, and they do it in a video. It's Alien Stock. Okay, Alien Stock. I'm just reading the top here. Getting ready for Alien Stock in Rachel. So yeah. So basically, they like I said, they basically turned it into like sort of like a Woodstock music festival type of deal instead. In all honesty, go for it. So long as you're not interfering with anything and you're not pissing off anybody and nobody else is getting arrested, hurt, or anything, I'd say go for it. You want to have a little music get together, go for it. Next year, try the Mojave Desert. I hear it's very lovely in July. Go for it. Yeah, I hear the Mojave Desert is very lovely in July. You know, like mid-July, late July. I hear it's very lovely. But holy crap. I shake my head sometimes at stupidity. I really do. I shake my head at stupidity sometimes. I really do. Alrighty, everybody. That's going to pretty much do it this week for the absolutely completely random podcast. Between all the issues I've had with my laptop and everything else, it didn't want to take my voice recordings a couple times. It's almost frickin' midnight. I am tired. I am going to be hitting the sack and going to sleep. But before I go, I have an important announcement to make for those of you listening to this the day I put it up. You have until Monday. That's right, Monday night. Midnight Monday night. To submit your questions for September's Q&A video. I'm being generous. I'm extending the timeline. I'm planning to record it on Tuesday, unless hell freezes over, in which case it'll be Thursday. But yeah, and I will planning on putting it up either sometime this week or the last day of the month, Monday, depending on my work schedule. But yeah, that could be what'll happen. So you have until Monday night, midnight Monday night, to submit your questions for September's Q&A video. Don't forget you can leave them in the comment section. Just use parentheses Q&A, and I'll know it's for this month because I can pull it up immediately from whatever comment comes up, because that's what I get notifications for. And before somebody asks, I actually get email notifications and the ones on YouTube, so I get both sides of the coin. So I can read it right off of my email too, so there is that. But anyway, that's about all I got this time. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at Otake Roads. I'm always on there, constantly looking forward to chatting with people, shooting the shit, what have you. You can also check out the official Webdesigner 18 Facebook page. I don't do much on there, but then again, I don't really do much on Facebook, period. I don't know why I still even have my Facebook page, except for to talk to friends that I haven't talked to in a while. Yeah, go figure. But yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for me this week. I am checking out of here. I am checking out. This is Andrew Rhodes signing off from the absolutely, completely random podcast. And until next time, as Casey Kasem would always say whenever he would close out his shows of American Top 40 and Bandstand and whatever the hell else he did, he'd always say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Well, that's true, very, very true. But in all honesty, just keep doing what you do, keep living your life, keep going for the gold, and I'll catch you all next week. Bye, everybody, and see you then.